Hi friends, welcome back to my crafty desk. Sandra here at Blossom and Inspire. Today I thought we would grab something else off my shelf of unfinished projects, so to speak. I have a lot of these little books that I picked up from the dollar store, oh gosh, quite a few years ago, and they're stiff to open. You know, they're not, I don't enjoy writing in them. The pages are like, they're just inexpensive books, so like to write in there, it's not fun. So that's not what I bought them for though. I bought them for something else, didn't use them, and then I started junk journaling and thought, wow, this will be fun. So what I've done is I've taken them apart and created a 1-inch spine and just put some scrappy, random papers, let's call it that, random papers from my stash, and just to make a cute little notebook. And I thought, how fun is that? And I just want to have some on hand. So I have a few to make. I'm starting off with a 1-inch spine. I'm using this chipboard, which, you know, what is it? Like, you know, you can use anything really, cereal box, food box, mailing envelopes, things like that, whatever. Anyhow, I have these, so I cut those at 1 inch, and all I did was use my paper trimmer because it does work pretty darn easy here. So on my 1 inch, and I don't have a super fancy, I just have a regular Fiskars paper cutter here, which I love. 1 inch, oh goodness, was that perfectly 1 inch also? Yay, right on. Okay, well, there we go. There we go. And now I'm gonna measure, I want it to be the length of my book, and let's see what we have here. It measures just right under 7. Okay, I'm never gonna get that. It measures right under 7. So this is gonna be how I do it. I'm gonna take it like this, and I'm gonna measure it from the white already on this book to the other white, because that's really all I need. I just need to do one of these. I'm hoping they are the dollar store, so hopefully they're all the same. I'm gonna hope for the best. Just put my line and then see how big that is. How long does that actually give me? And then I'll have a measurement, I think. So it's gonna go right to the end of my little thing here. I don't know what number that is, but I think that works. Yep, that will work. Okay, so I'll just do that with all of them, and then I'll just have this little piece here to do with what I don't know yet. May just live in my scraps until I toss it. All right, now I've got all my pieces cut down. I don't think we're doing that many books, but that part is ready. And then I have all of these. These actually can work really well doing hidden paper clips and just other things to give some stability. So I think I will keep that. It's a nice little size there. I'll stick them up there to be forgotten about. Close that. And then I already cut one book, and then I just trim the sides. I'm not gonna worry too much about how like jaggedy, I mean a little bit jaggedy, but crooked, I guess. I'm not gonna worry. So you can tell they're a little bit different. I got that booklet, the whatever it's called, the signature that came with this out. And I can just use that paper. I can copy dye it and do other things and just rip them out and make little notebooks. I mean, it's still usable paper. It's just, I don't want it for this. So then I just need to attach that. I'm gonna attach it. I did this one with just some fabric, some lace and fabric, and I did it on both sides. I don't think I actually, if I remember, let me see if I can peek down in there. Yeah, I didn't use any like strong tape. And you can if you want to. I mean, it doesn't hurt. It's just a cute little notebook. It's not, I'm not making these as meant to be, you know, like a last a lifetime. It's not a lifetime book. It's not a lifetime book, but it's going to be something like that. Let me cut one of these out and show you how I did that, though, for anyone who is interested in watching me try to figure my way through that. Here, we have this one, and I think I'm going to try. So one side is usually easier, not as tight as the other. So like, see this side right here? I don't know if you can see that, how it's really tight up there. This is what I've been noticing on these little books from the dollar store. And one side has a little bit more paper area to cut through. All I have to do is cut through one of them and I can get through the other side pretty easy. And since I'm gonna take that whole thing out, I'm just gonna bend that back and forth, like so. And then I'm going to use this big guy right here. It's hard to open. I don't know, is there a trick to these? I never can figure it out. There we go, got a little bit. So because there's a little bit of a gap there, it's easy for me to get my blade in there. Like that. See? Just see? And now I can get to this side a lot more easier. If my hands were strong enough and I could probably tear it this way a little bit, but I just don't have that strength. And it will also tear this paper, which is going to be covered anyways, but still. Why make it really messy if I don't have to? So now I got my little booklet out and I can set this pad of paper aside, my little signature. And then I have this, and that's it. And it doesn't matter that I cut through that because I'm getting rid of that whole thing right there anyways. So I'm just gonna cut up the side, turn it around, and just do my best to kind of even this out a little bit, just to get that loosey-goosey stuff off. Okay. Oh. All right, and then, you know, you can always go in here with a little bit of glue and glue all those pieces down, just so it's not, just depending on how you're going to cover the front. I like the covers of these. That's kind of why I was using them to do this. I thought that'd be nice. I don't think I like all the covers, the front covers. Maybe I do. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's okay. I don't usually work with that type of a design, but you know, I'm just decorating it. But I thought they still made cute covers, but on their own. Here's one just to show you if you don't remember or if you haven't seen that video, where I think it was during last winter, winter. I was doing some different techniques, and this is some gesso to cover up the colors, and then I decoupaged a napkin on it, and that's as far as I got with that one. But and then this is what it looks like. I just put some gesso on top of it just so that we would see that, and that's as far as I got with that one. All right, now moving back onto this, I want to cut this one off, and honestly, I know I'm going to cut most of that yellow off, so I can just start over here. And I think I cut into my little cardboard piece a little bit. I don't think that's going to be a problem for what I'm doing. There. And you know, this is actually already cut, and it's a nice little spine if you're making like a little notebook, if you wanted to keep something like that. But I don't have the patience to wait, so I'm going to toss it. Or not to wait. I don't have the patience to get that cleaned up and used. So I don't know if it's really the patience I don't have. I don't have the strength in my hands that I'm willing to dedicate. That's what it is. I don't want to dedicate my strength to that. Oh geez. It's funny, you know, when I had all the strength, there's things that I do now, or the things that I don't do now that I'm like, oh no, I'm going to get that done. But when it comes to having a limited amount of strength and how you're going to use it is when that's more important. So there's a sticker right here. I am going to take that off, and it may leave a sticky residue. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. There's all kinds of ways to get the sticky residue off. Well, I know just of a couple of ways that I do. I use my glue eraser. If you don't have one of those, I've used alcohol pads. Just a little bit of Dawn, just with my finger, just gently trying not to interfere with anything else. Just got to work it around. So like there's a sticky spot right there because I could not get that all off together. Let me see if I have a glue eraser right here. Let me see if it'll work. Okay, it's not gonna work without being squeaky noises. I don't wanna do that on the camera. So I'm just gonna leave that. Now, I have my front and back. So if you are, I think I might have done one, I don't know if I did the other one on camera or not, I might have. But this is what I'm playing with today, so I guess if I did it already, I'm doing it again. At this point, so I know I'm gonna cover these, so I'm gonna go front, whoops, front, top, back, top. So I know, I don't forget. Because I will flip these things around a lot. So there's a little bit, I think that's going to be okay. Like I said, I'm not making a forever or, you know, a lifetime. I'm not making a lifetime journal. So this is my 1 inch. I'll stick it in there. And then I want these to be as close as possible. And you can see how my lines are crooked. And I'm trying to match the white up. I want to match, actually, I think what I'm going to do is take the top of my journals and match that to a line. I think that might work better. And I'm going to use my assistant here. I don't really want to use this pretty one, but this is what I have. I'm going to use my assistant and just put that there just to hold it still for me. And then I know that this is going to be right in between those. I'm going to pull that as close as I can with making sure the whole thing, oops, come on assistant, do your job. Maybe I should put a piece on the bottom here too. That may be more helpful. What do you know? Okay, whoops. Sometimes as I'm doing these, I'm like, I sound like I'm giving a tutorial, and I really never know what I'm talking about. So if you think this is a hands down tutorial, hands down, it's hands down a crafty project. Okay, sorry, couldn't help it. And it just needs a little smidgen room to move. That's it. So let's get my handy dandy assistant out again. Oops. Well, I don't really know. I don't think I'm going to tape this down yet because I don't even have the fabric pulled. Hello, I don't know what I'm doing. See, told ya. Told ya. I was not a lion. I was not a lion. Okay. And then I don't have my head up in the camera, so I'm trusting you guys to let me know if I have that lined up. It's good enough. Hopefully. All right, I'm gonna go grab some fabric. I'll be right back. All right, I have this little basket of fabric to this side, and lucky for me, I have this one right here. I can look at this to see what I'm gonna like. I haven't even chosen the paper yet, but that's all right. I think it'll be fine, no matter what I choose out of here. It's what I say now. We'll see. I really love this fabric. I have so much of this and I just love it. That would be pretty, wouldn't it? That would be pretty. Okay. And it's already cut. Look at that. So let me get that. And you know what? I think I also, oh, here's another big piece of it right here. I did, I'm going to take that out. And well, I don't want to leave that in there. All right. So the other one, I maybe I did put tape in there. I honestly don't remember, but I like my fabric to go I like it to go all the way around. But what I was thinking just now, let me look in this one, is I think I put the paper down first. I think I put my paper down first and then I did that. So all that taping for nothing. Let's just backtrack unless we do something different. I didn't tape that down yet, but that's okay. Especially since I might tear this whole thing up. I'm just wondering, like, would that be cute? Just to do a fabric on there? Let's... All right. I mean, that's kind of cute if it was like that in here. This I just did paper and then I put a pocket right there, but I can still put a pocket on this. It's kind of cute, like if you think about it, to have the fabric coming out. The only thing is, it's not doubled, but I can always add some lace on the outside of it a little bit, maybe. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Which then, do I put this after? I think I would still put this after though. All right, let's do that. Let's cut two pieces and get them down. We'll just do it. And look at, I'm just gonna waste my tape. I know I can put it someplace where I'll use it, but I'll forget. You know what I could do? I could start a paper. Let me see, where do I have something? I can start something where I'm just putting my washi tapes on. Here, let's do this. Look at this. I have a whole sheet that I cut down for a book, and I just know I'm not going to use it. I'm done with these colors. But this side, I think with things on it, I might still use. So I can just stick my tapes down here. I do want these to stay on that though. All right, see, that page already looks better. Alrighty. Okay, now let's do this. So we want one on here and we want one on here. Where'd the chubby one go? Here. I like the word chubby. I say it a lot, but I do. I like the word chubby. I think you can actually just go over that way more, can it? But it's not. I need the straight edge over on this side. Are they upside down? I don't think, does it matter? It doesn't matter to me. Can you see that I wrote the word there? I don't know. All right. I will be using the Fabric Tack. Fabrifix. I really don't know what's in my bottle. It's one of the beacons. Oh, I think it's 3-in-1. Yeah, this is what I've been filling my bottle with. 3-in-1. I think I'm just gonna go right down the side here. I'll do a little bit at a time and just smear that down. Because I want it to be completely covered with the glue. Is that the straight side? I don't mind it going over a little bit on that side, but it's gonna be so that there's like a little fuzz, but in a little bit of the color, just a little bit, I think. At this moment in time, I don't mind it. Okay. And then I'll just continue to do it in small sections so that I can smear my glue. All right, now I really need to see this edge, so that really can't hang off there, and I don't need it because that middle piece, when I put the middle piece on there, it's going to cover that. So I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to try and tear it. But I want it to be, maybe should have waited to glue that part, but that's okay. Too late now. Oh. There. See that part right there. I need to see this. I don't know that I need to really trim that up, but it's bugging me, so I will. There we go. All right. And yes, now I will know that that's the inside, right? Okay. Okay, now I want to do the same thing over here, and I want to make sure, I want to get my straightest edge. I think like I did over there, it'll be easier to work with first. I also didn't get that down very well either, did I? Let's just get this down because it's going to interfere with when I'm putting the other one down. I don't want to put I don't want a ripple or a wrinkle, a ripple, whatever, you know. Okay. Now, let's see how well I can get these to the tippy lines there. That one looks good there. This one, I need the middle piece. Let's get him in here. We just need it to be right there. And then this one, and there's a bazillion ways to do this, but this is the way I'm gonna do it. I just need enough space in between so that these will open and shut. And I'm gonna hope that I have enough space there. I think these are, they're straight enough. Oh, hello, let me do this really quick. Let's turn them over. Because this is going to be the most helpful part right here. So I'm going to go from the bottom now. I'm going to line them up down here. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I can tape this to the outside and then flip it over and put the fabric on and then take my tape off. Does that make sense? If it doesn't, you will see it in a second. However, I'm not going to see that white line now. So back this way again. Okay. I'm making you dizzy yet? All right. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to move this. I want to try and get that as close to this white paper line right there and right there. I need to get these things off my finger. They're driving me crazy. Okay. Back at it right here. There and there. I'm going to pull this one in here as close as I can, trying to keep them, you know, as even as possible. I'm definitely not the best at lining things up like this, but I think for the most part I do okay. Every once in a while I get something that's like super off and I'm like, what the heck? What was I using as my measurement? Okay, leaving that like that for a minute. I want to use something that's a little stronger. I'm gonna use some of this. It's actually duct tape. Hopefully this works. We'll see. And I think it's duct tape. Maybe it's not as strong. Oh. I want it, it's pretty sticky. I want it to hold these together. do one side first, because I don't know if you could see that, but I shifted. I don't want to be a shifter. Okay, that looks good enough. So I'll do this one, and I'm gonna take this tape off before I wrap. I mean, you don't have to. You can do whatever you want. Like, you can incorporate this tape look into it. And then just get that over there so I have my little space. I'm trying to be so perfect, and I'm not perfect. I don't know why I'm trying. Okay, now I'll flip them over. You can see how, you know, my gaps are not perfect. That's okay. And I think it's okay. It'll be okay for now. I'm gonna use this. I want my thing to go all the way around. Oops. So here's where, like, you're gonna see all that on the inside if you don't put something else in there. So this is where I have an opportunity to thicken that up. So my cardboard piece, this piece right here, isn't as thick as my book cover. So I can double this up if I want, and that will give it a little extra strength because it was kind of thin. I can put other things there if I wanted to, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and just double this one up. I'll still be able to sew through it, I think. We will find out. I think I will, though. So I want to get the top. I don't want this coming apart. I want to get the bottom. And I'm trying to go over to the edge as much as possible. I didn't get too good on that side, but that's right. And then I'll just line that up and push it together. And I can, that way that has a little bit more structure if that is something that you want. And it's kind of nice to do them all different. I guess this kind of falls into the same, I mean, I'm still doing covers. I'm really just trying to clean that shelf off over there as I'm working towards projects that I really want to work on. There's other, I mean, I want to work on all of it. That's why it's over there. But, and nothing's attached yet, so I have to keep that tape on there. Okay, let's see. What do I want to put here? Okay. So yeah, we'll just leave this for now, and we'll come back later and we'll attack this project again at a later date. Thanks for hanging out with me, my friends. I hope you enjoy all your moments, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye. I've been using a lot of this lately on things. I wonder if that would work on there. And that'd be kind of, how would that look underneath that? It would look better, and it would join these all together here. And then I can put my fabric on for decorative purposes. All right, let's see. Let's cut off, if that is 1 inch, if that thing is 1 inch, how far do I want this? Look at my, one cover's higher than the other. Do you see that? Or lower, see how they're not matching up? I really want them to match up more, like on their length. So when they close, you know, I don't want one cover sticking up higher, so. Okay, how did I see that? Was it this way? Was it this way? It was this way. So if that one goes right there, that one came down. So let's just move it. This one needs to go up. The tape is strong. Better? Did I go the wrong way? I sure did. I thought that looked funny. Okay. I need to come down because I flipped it. Oh my goodness. So this one's together. Let's just keep that one still. And then this one, I can't see the thing. I can always re-glue that. Let's look at where it's at. That's still gonna work. Okay. Now, is that better? Well, it's not perfect, but it's better. Okay, that's all I want. I just want better. So that's 1 inch, and then how far over do I want this? Maybe like a I don't want a whole inch over, maybe like half an inch, so 1/4 inch. So if I do 1.5 inches on a cut on this, let's go ahead and let's just cut a section of this off first. So I have a squiggle cut there, and that's still good to be used somewhere. And then I want 1.5 inches, so and I want it to be to this thing over here, because that's how the other one was. It's just the inside part, right? That's all we need, I think. I hope. Yeah, and then because the fabric can have a little bit of play. So it doesn't really go over too far. There's a super grungy side. If it was to show, wouldn't that be prettier? So let's ink it up just in case on the sides. You know, I think I'm gonna just soften up these little corners too. Just personal preference. And there we go. And then I'm just going to glue that down, and then my fabric will go over it. Goodness gracious. Or do I want that like that? No. I know I'm wasting this super grungy thing on to hide this, but that's all right, you know. Can't save it forever. Let's get this on here. Oops. You know, this cover's kind of shiny, so I don't know how well this is gonna like stick. Oh, I didn't make these all the way to the top. What am I doing? I'm making a mess. Okay, well, that's all right. That's what these fingers are for. Let's clean it up. Let's make a huge mess and clean it all up. And just smear that down. And hopefully this will stay. I want that on there. Like that. Okay. Well, I don't know if you noticed this yet, my friends, but I did not score this thing. So is that gonna work? That's not gonna work. I probably should have scored that. Ooh, okay. So, too small, because I needed to score this because it has to like be soft. So we're gonna scratch that idea. All right, so I need to cut more of that off. That actually just needs to fit inside there. All right. Okay, goodness gracious. So I just want this to be 1 inch, so I need to trim it to 1 inch. Go ahead and get this corner softened also. Now, don't really need this part now, but I did the other side. I don't know if anybody would notice that I didn't do the other one, but I am. And I don't even need to do this, but you know, I'm all mixed up now. I just cannot stop myself. So all I wanted to do was cover that ugly cardboard piece, and I liked this. Goodness gracious. Alrighty, back to the program here. I've got my thing my file folder cut down to 1 inch to fit this cardboard piece, or chipboard, or whatever it is. I just want to hide the color because you can see it under the material. So I'm using this file folder here to do that. And I think that'll work fine. And then, this is just an inexpensive little book from the dollar store, a discount store but I think it'll work fine for what I'm using it for. Or what I'm making out of it, whatever. So now when I put my fabric on there, my little strip, I think that'll be a lot cuter because you don't see that cardboard. You still see something underneath there, but you don't see that cardboard. And if I wanted to take a lace on here at this point, I think this is where I would do it. If I wanted something else, I would do a wider lace so that it showed up on both sides. This one's pretty white, but it does give it a little bit, it'll stand out. So if I put that underneath, say, I did that and then I did this, then you have a little bit of a lace. That's kind of nice, right? It breaks it up a little bit. Do I need the lace on the inside too? Let's see before I finish this off. And if I did the lace on the inside also, it would be like that. I don't think I do, because I might put a pocket on here. Even though it's fabric, I might still put like a pocket. I don't think I want the lace on the inside. I think I just want it on the outside. So let's cut a piece of this off and put this down first. And I know it's not gonna, this isn't gonna stick to this stuff really well. So what are my options? I'll glue the lace down here and then I'll figure out how to get this attached. I might have to, I don't want to sand it because it's got this really thin plasticky film on it that will bubble up and peel. I do have other glues. I might just try something like that. So I'll just put some glue down here. So, I mean, I know that I have a glue that works because I've glued this one down and it is stiff, let me tell you. So I don't know which one I used. Oops. And what's nice is I can take this lace further over, even on the words, because you can still see underneath them. It just says, you can if you think you can. I love that saying. What is it? If you think you can or can't, you're right. Was that Zig Ziglar? Is that who said that? If you think you can or can't, you're right. It's up to you. Am I saying the saying right? Am I saying the saying right? I don't know. Okay. Gotta love Zig Ziglar. He's a motivational speaker, isn't he? Isn't that what he is? I don't know. Is he motivational? Is he funny? I don't know. Is he both? Okay, so then that would go like that. And then, oh, I gotta trim that off because I'll be going over that. I don't know what my hands, my hands, I can't hold anything right now. I don't know what's going on with my hands. They don't want to hold anything right. Okay. I feel like I am trying to cut left-handed when I am 100% right-handed. So now I gotta pay attention to how I'm putting this down because I want it also to match, you know, the way I'm doing my flowers. Because I'm pretty sure I'm doing my flowers upside down. But that's okay, as long as they match both sides. So I would pull that down like that, and I will have to trim that as well. And they can meet, you know, they can just meet anywhere on here. Well, actually, maybe I'll have them meet down here. Because then if I do a pocket, it won't be as noticeable. What do you think? I think so. So let me just chop that there. Let's see. I left it long on purpose because what if I don't do anything of the kind? What if I go all the way down like this? I can change the rules at any time I want what we're doing. What if I just take it all the way down and then just have like a little thing out the bottom? Nope, I don't like that. I think I've tried that before just for trying to cheat, but that's okay. It's not working. It's not what I want. But I do want that like that. And I'm not going to cover the chipboard up on this side, I don't think, because, well, maybe I should. Do you think so? I haven't really attached these together yet, so maybe I'll do this side first. Goodness gracious. Pull it together, lady. All right, I'm gonna go over all that gorgeous lace in the middle, my flowers. My flowers. Maybe if I line that up a little bit, I can get a... I have no idea how even that is, but it is down. I ain't coming back up again. I'm not doing that again. I also need to trim that bottom lace. So I want to take this down. I know this is going to attach on this side with this glue, so I can take this off. I believe I'm safe at this point. Maybe. I don't know if that extra light helped you, but it sure helped me. I forgot that it wasn't on, and I can see. Jamie was here and she told me, she's like, you know, she says she doesn't really notice a difference, but it's my ring light, because it makes me, I get so hot underneath it. And, but I need it for the light for me to see too. What a difference. Okay, I want that to be smeary for maximum glue coverage. And the least amount of seepage. Next one. Okay. To decide, what do I want? Do I want that to go over this or this to go over that? I'm thinking this to go over, because if I do a pocket, then I'm not like fighting against an edge right here, maybe. That's my thought. I don't know. All right, I'm trying to clean these little threads up. I don't want them going underneath and making little ridges that I don't need. Okay. All right, they are not lining up, but that's all right. It's okay. This is where I could trim it down a little on this side to kind of make it look a little different. Maybe, I don't know. We'll try. There, I like that better. All right, let's see. Did it work? Did it all work? we have it covered. I think you're supposed to wait a little bit and let your stuff dry before you get all crazy with your cover, but I just want to make sure that it's gonna close, open and shut. Yeah, it's not pulling anything. I do need to get this fabric glued down more to this, otherwise it's just gonna fray all the way until there's nothing left of it. All right, so let's just see, maybe this glue will work. I'm pushing it up because I pulled my lace down a little bit, and I'm hoping to fix that. There we go. I don't know, we'll see, but I do know that this is not sticking here. If nothing else, like these little books can be, you know, like little thank yous to somebody or whatever. You know, little. Oh, I'm like, why is it so much on the back? It's because my spine's right there. Duh. Duh. Maybe if I open it up, it'll be easier. Look, see what I did? I do that all the time. That's what I do all the time. But I don't know if I can fix it now. That's why you're supposed to let it dry, right? You put your creases in. I don't know. Could be because I do that kind of stuff all the time. All right. There we go. I think I'm just going to let that sit before I start gluing the fabric down more, because I just want to see where that lands, and then I can glue it because I'll know where it's at. That probably makes more sense. So just let it dry flat a little bit, and then, but I don't want it to pull apart either, so maybe like that, and then I have some room to work with, because this side's okay, I think. All right, so there we go. We got one partially ready, and then we can get like a little signature. So I'm gonna work on getting the other ones cut up, I hope, before we come back to add a signature in here. But I do want to add a signature in here with you, my friends, and I still have the other covers that we're working on, that I figure, you know, why not just do a big giant covers series? So we'll just cover it all. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed that fumbly mess of me trying to get this together. We'll just leave this for now, and we'll come back later, and we'll attack this project again at a later date. Thanks for hanging out with me, my friends. I hope you enjoy all your moments, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.